Welcome to my channel. This is my last request for the day, and the video that was requested is no longer available, and so I had to choose another one with the same song. This is Mac Demarco performing Moonlight on the River. This was requested by Jeremiah on the 12th of July of 2025, and he wrote, "The outro for this song feels like you're losing your grip on reality." Well, that's interesting. I can't wait to hear that. That's going to be fascinating. Okay, so I chose the lyrics version because, you know, I like to see the lyrics if I can. I hope this is acceptable. If it's not, let me know. Before we get into the music, though, I got to thank you for coming to my channel, for supporting me, for taking time out of your day to spend it with me. Thank you so much. I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well, but I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. I don't put the link to the reaction request form, though. Excuse me, that's wrong. I do put the link to the reaction request form and to the voting form. I don't know what's wrong with me. Those are on my website. You have to be logged in, though, so if you don't have a WordPress.com account, go get that first and then come to my website and log in. And then you can make one request a day, and you can vote 3 times a day. You can vote for one song 3 times or 3 songs 1 time. Your choice. On Sundays, I live stream for 3 hours, beginning at 6 p.m. UTC. That's a change of time. 6 p.m. UTC on Rumble. So if you come to Rumble at 6 p.m. UTC on Sunday, and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. I also live stream on Fridays for about an hour, hour and a half on YouTube at 12 a.m. UTC. I call that God Talks. It's a chance for me to talk about the Bible, about Christian living, about walking by the Spirit, answer questions from the chat if I can, and take prayer requests. So, if you're interested in that, come by YouTube at 12 a.m. UTC on Friday. So this is Mac Demarco, Moonlight on the River.
See you later. If I thought I'd see you later, and I tell you that I loved you, if I did, it's so strange deciding how to feel about it. With such strange emotion, standing there beside it. I'm home with moonlight on the river, saying my goodbyes. Home, there's moonlight on the river, everybody dies. thought there were a next time. Easy conversation ain't exactly where we're at. It's so strange deciding how I feel about you. It ain't like I ain't used to going on without you. I'm home with moonlight on the river, saying my goodbyes. Home, there's moonlight on the river, everybody dies. Home, with moonlight on the river, saying my goodbyes. Moonlight on the river, everybody dies.
Well, that ending was something else. There we were sailing along on a nice, easy-going piece, with a good sound to it, and all of a sudden, total chaos erupted, It was weird. What was it you said? The outro for this song feels like you're losing your grip on reality. Yeah, it was disorienting. It was it made you feel like you were blind and you were feeling your way around and you weren't quite sure where you were at and you couldn't find the walls and everything was just kind of weird. That was a very strange ending. I wonder why I did that way. I mean, the song itself was nice. It was like I say, it was an easy going, floating down the river kind of song that had a nice sound to it. And the way that he sung it kind of reminded me a little bit of Jeff Buckley. Just a little bit. But that ending was wild. That was crazy. That was... it was almost creepy. It made you feel like, where am I? What's going on? I'm freaking out here. I need help. That kind of feeling, Strange stuff. Really strange. Sometimes the outros on songs are almost more fascinating than the songs themselves, because it says something about the artist. I'm not sure what this says, except that maybe he has a strange mind. But nonetheless, it's there for all to hear and to decide what it means, if there is a meaning to it. I don't know if there is or not, That was weird. That was very weird. Well, anyway, we've come to the end of the day. So I have to bid you adieu. But before I do that, I have to pray that God will watch over you, that He'll give you a great night's sleep, that He'll multiply your rest, and that when you get up in the morning, you'll be not just raring to go, but you'll be so full of energy, you'll feel the need to release it. And I pray that He'll do that for every single person that you love as well. So until tomorrow, this is the Vietnam Era Vet signing off.